what should be a great one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Throwing on the first play is Corral. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Well, Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Mills to throw it.
Open here, Adam Thielen.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A first down throw for Mills.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Mills throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Nagar's kick is good.
And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Here's Corral. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Corral with it, first down here.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack.
Corral, and this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
He's got a man, complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Penny. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Throwing here, Corral.
Over the middle, complete.
That's Bird. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here.
3rd down, Corral. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Corral. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mills.
Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Mills. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it up. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First down, Mills. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mills escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
The good signal calls will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they're able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC WildCard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted all time. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Here's Chandler on second down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Third and short yardage, Mills. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Back to the ground, Cook. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Looking to throw is Mills. And this is Cook with the grab. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up third and 5 now. Throwing, Mills. And that is incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
It made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Nagar's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that
lead. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Touchdown, Panthers. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third. Mills now looks to throw on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Now a handoff to Chandler. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Flush to his right. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter play. Mills, fourth down, gotta have it. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Chandler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Chandler, 31 yards. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the fourth, with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a first down. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Corral. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throw caught here by Bird. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Might be be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mills. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Mills. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Penny up the middle. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Pass complete. It's Hockenson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Mills to throw for it on 4th. That is caught by Thielen. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mills. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hollowed ground.